Talgarth Mental Asylum, built in 1900 at a cost of £126,000. It closed its doors for good in 1999. Its primary use was to look after and treat people with mental illnesses, including schizophrenia and other mental problems like epilepsy. It contained a women's side and a male side, and they were not allowed to have contact with each other. It was used in both World Wars, and in the Second World War it housed patients from Cardiff City Mental Hospital. It became part of the NHS in 1948, and the site also became home to the Mid and West Wales College of Nursing and Midwifery. It also contained a section for the Parish Drugs and Alcohol Council. Until its doors closed in 1999, it treated the elderly mentally ill and given rehabilitation and continuing day care. There have been many instances of people who know that this place is haunted because of the pain and suffering that people would have had to go through whilst being in there. We're now inside one of the auxiliary buildings in Talgarth Asylum. I'm going to do my first EVP session to see if we can contact the former patients or staff who used to work in this massive place. And it looks like it's been abandoned for donkey's years. So I'm going to hit record and here we go. Good evening, can I introduce myself first off? My name's Mark, and the gentleman holding the funny thing with the light on is Daniel. He's just recording you, it won't do you any harm. Is there anybody in here with us from the spirit world that maybe wants to contact us and give us a message? Could you tell me your name and when you were a patient in the asylum? What was it like living here day to day? Was it a horrible place to be in, or did you maybe have some happiness? If you were a staff member and worked here, what were the conditions like? Right, I've stopped that one. Do you want to pause that and we'll make it have a look around? We've just come up onto the second floor of one of the buildings, and it looks like this used to be patient rooms, so we're just going to have a quick look. I mean, as you can see, the floors are fell in. Is there anybody here with us? If so, could you knock back to me, please? There's still curtains on the window over there, that's really strange. We won't go any further than that because look at that floor. Right, we'll still record as we go down, and we'll go and have another look somewhere else because this bit's too dangerous. I mean, this place is enormous. Food's already filling here, so we can't fall in anymore. Tell you what, let me get my tool jack just in case. We've come down onto the ground floor now. As if Dan sweeps around, you can see this building's in a terrible state. We've got to be careful. We don't Still flying through the floor, but this is pretty solid there. There's another one of the rooms. I'll do another EVP session in a minute when we're down here. These look like they were small patient bedrooms. This looks like it was a large wall. Look at this. I'm going to do another quick EVP session. Hopefully, people have been talking to us, but what a place so far. Okay. I've already introduced myself. My name's Mark, and here's Daniel. Is there anybody here with us who'd like to communicate with us? If so, you can speak in this little grey box I've got in my hand, and a little red light. It will allow us to hear your voice. Is there anyone here with us? If you have spoken to us already, what's your name? And how long were you in here for? What were the conditions like? I've already asked this earlier on, but it mustn't have been very nice if you were in here. When did you pass away? Can you tell me the date you passed away? It's got fucking freezing cold. Are you around us? It's gone really cold. The temperature's dropped.
Shall I get our footsteps back down this corridor?
If you're here, can you respond to this, please? We're coming to yet another bit of the asylum. We're getting further and further in now, and this corridor, we're going to see where it leads us to. There's definitely an eerie feeling in here. I don't know if these are wards or auxiliary buildings or what.
It's definitely like a medical smell to it.
It's still got the medical smell after all these years. I'll try a bit of spirit talk, but I'll turn it down. Let's go further on up a bit then. Holy fuck. We'll go down there in a minute.
That's the main entrance. Hey. That's the main entrance, look, because there's the tower.
Hang on a minute. Right, I'm going to fire up the spirit talker out, see if we can get anyone to come through. We haven't got any internet around here, so I don't know how it's going to go. It might not work because we got. Someone just touched me on the neck there. Felt like a scratch. Is there anything on the neck there?
Not that I can see.
I felt like fucking someone went like that. But it didn't feel dead, it didn't feel bad. Right, here we go. I've fired up the spirit talker. Let's have a wander down here. This place is unbelievable, I tell you. We were lucky to get in, but is there anyone here with us? You can choose words from this little black thing I'm holding and talk to us. Could you give us a message, please? There's fire damage here as well, so 3. Are there 3 spirits here with us at the moment? If so, could you make your presence known by tapping on something? What's your names? Let's go back there. This would have been a quite smart place back in the day. As you can see, time and vandals have taken their toll on the place. Have you got any other messages you'd like to say to us? Vincent. Ace. We just had the name Vincent come through. Is that your name? Could you tell us maybe when you were here? Screaming. Be careful there. We haven't heard anyone screaming yet, but...
I just saw a black shadow on that wall.
Where?
Between the window and the gate, you got like 4 patches of sort of brown plaster. I saw something go by it.
I hope we caught that on film. Oh, no way. Look at the floor. 6 of you up here with us. We'll do another EVP session. We come into what would have been like a walled bedroom. Walled bedroom sort of place. We've had the name, so far we've had Screaming Vincent Anywhere Healthy 6-3. So we've had the name Vincent come through as a
farm animal.
We've had the name Vincent come through as a spirit talker out. Is there a spirit called Vincent here with us? Yes, I did. So he's kept her against his will. I said, were you healthy and were you kept her against your will? And it said, yes, I did. Vincent, what was your medical condition there? So you ended up being in this asylum? Did you have mental problems or other sort of problems? Explosion, yeah, it doesn't look like there was an explosion in here because there's fire damage in some parts of it. Let's come on down here.
That's our footsteps.
Yeah. Is there anyone else apart from Vincent here with us? Just tagging that's our footsteps because we're walking from room to room. My legs, that was your problem, was it, Vincent? Did you have something wrong with your legs? So far, we haven't really caught much in evidence yet. We don't know what's on this, but Daniel thought we saw a black shadow when we were downstairs, so...
I've heard footsteps.
And we've heard footsteps. And
scuffling.
And we heard voices earlier on, but they might have been... Passers-by on the perimeter of the land. I'm just going to stop that recording a minute.
Recording is very relevant.
Yeah, definitely. Grab that paper down, see when it's from. There. There's a newspaper there on that wall. You won't be able to get a date on it.
No, I can't see nothing on it.
It looks like these are offices. Animal.
I can't see nothing that resembles a date.
Come and have a look at this guy, please. very smart officers, I think. Oh, be careful now, because that's the church. Stop that session and start the vote in a minute. It fucking sounds like there's no self.
Yeah. A quicker pace to ours.
Yeah, that's what made me feel about it. I'm just staggered by the size of the thing.
Yeah.
There's a wall at the back there.
And all over there.
Did we go in there? Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We came up the stairs.
If there's another way you can follow us.
Just don't follow us home.
You're not allowed to touch us. Well, you can touch us as long as it's not us. Shadow. And you said you saw a shadow earlier on.
I'm just gonna let me look at your neck.
There. It felt burning.
Can't really tell.
Are you going to show yourself because it's a shadow? Around? Are you around us at the moment? Which way did we come from? That way?
We came from the left.
Oh, wow, look at this. This would have been the reception.
Yeah.
I said.
Are you around?
Around us.
He says yes.
I've got freezing cold. My ears are sticking up on my arm. That would have been the reception office. Whereabouts in the asylum are you? Can you tell us where you want us to go? Leo. That's another name we've got. So we've got Vincent and Leo. This would have been the administration. Pardon me. No, this feels fucking. Look at this. This floor ain't safe. Look at that fire. Look at this. Right. Let's move on. I can't get over this floor. Still got the original tile. This place was built in 1900. Prison. You recall? It's just said prison on the Spirit Talker. I would have thought that most patients would have thought this place was like a prison because maybe they knew to themselves they were never going to get out. Did you feel like you were a prisoner in here? Am I talking to Leo or Vincent? Please. I just seen someone walk from that side to that side. From where the secretary would have.
Yeah.
What? Because of the light at the end of that in that room.
You've got like the main, then that bit in the middle. You mean? Because you've got a room at the back.
From the reception across to one of those rooms. Did I just see you? That was full. That was a full body. That was. It wasn't a shadow. All is well. As I said, we're not here to disrespect you in any way. We're just curious and we like to explore and we want to hear your story.
Careful of the floor in there.
Some gone on here. Welcome. Let's move further that way because I'm paranoid about people going past. Is there anyone down in this cellar with us? Maybe an old janitor or an old worker? If so, could you speak into this and tell me your name, please? What was your job? Was it to maintain the boilers and things like that and make sure the place ran properly? Footsteps behind me. Who did I just hear behind me? What's your name? That's me moving. And Daniel. What was this used for down here? Was it used for storage? I can't think it was used for the patients to come down here. Was this just used for storage? We are now at the very back of the asylum in another massive building of what I thought probably could be wards again. As you can see up there, the building's in a terrible state, the floors fell in and everything, so I don't think we'll be getting upstairs here. But this is another large part of the building. I mean, look at that. Completely gone. Is there anyone here with us? Could you make a noise? Copy me. As I said to Daniel earlier, I've been on enough investigations to know when a place feels horrible, but this place doesn't. It feels really calm. Keep getting cold breezes now. What I feel in here is desperation more than anything. Let's get the torch out, it's going to be dark down here. The bathroom. I'm going to do another quick EVP. Hopefully we've been... Shit, was that on all the time? Right. We've got quite a few files from here tonight, so hopefully we've caught some. There we go. We're at the back of the building now in what looks like was wards again. What were these wards used for? Were they for the serious patients or people who didn't have that much of a problem? If any spirits still do reside here, why'd you come back here? Or are you stuck here? Could you tell me your name, please? What date were you brought to this hospital? And how long were you here for? That was me clicking the torch off. Did you pass away in this hospital, or were you only here for a certain amount of time and then you were released? Speaking to this little red light, this box won't do you any harm, it just allows us to hear your voice. That was Daniel walking. So, if you've got any messages, because we're going to be going soon, could you give us a message if you've got one? My name's Mark. I'd like to know your story and what happened to you when you were here. Right, let's stop that there. Saving that one. I don't think we need to know. Go for it. There's actually a door buried under that lot. It goes down there, what the hell? No, we ain't gonna, I'm not gonna try going upstairs. I don't fancy joining the spirits that are here, maybe here. Whoa. Look at this proper felling, man. Look at that. Let me try necrophonic so we can. I mean, some of this is vandals, but this building's past restoring now. I'm going to try out the necrophonic app just to see if we can. My mouth stars about. See if we can get any messages or contact that way. Is there anyone here with us? Could you tell me your name? No? You feel better? Tell me your name. Mine's Mark and this is Daniel. Shush. Have you got a message you'd like to say to us, please? Because we're going to be going soon. You were killed? I heard that clear as day then, a woman say she was killed. How were you killed? Sometimes it's hard to make out the words at first, and when we go back over the evidence we might be able to pick some words out.
Sound like a child cry. I heard a tap from over here.
I'll tell you what I want to try out is I bought a little portable radio and I want to try and use it as a spirit box. Just flicking through the channels, I've seen a few paranormal investigators do this and they've had some good results, but we'll have to see. Is there anybody here with us? Could you give me a message? Hiya. Let's try the other. Have you got a message for us? Please? Could you tell me your name? Bert? Oh, yeah, Bert. I said something then, but again, I'll have to have a listen back to it. When were you in the asylum? Could you give me a date? What's that?
Don't know, it just feels like there's something back here.
Right, well, I think what we'll do now is we'll probably finish it, so... Right, we're going to finish it there. Hopefully we've caught some good evidence for you guys, and We'll see you at the next one.